start. MTC. Day 12, Number 1. Animals as well as humans engage in play activities. In animals, play has long been seen as a way of learning and practicing skills and behaviors that are necessary for future survival. In children, too, play has important functions during development. From its earliest beginnings in infancy, play is a way in which children learn about the world and their place in it. Children's play serves as a training ground for developing physical abilities, skills like walking, running, and jumping that are necessary for everyday living. Play also allows children to try out and learn social behaviors and to acquire values and personality traits that will be important in adulthood. For example, they learn how to compete and cooperate with others, how to lead and follow, how to make decisions, and so on. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC. Day 12, Number 2. As the 10th anniversary of the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001, approached, 9/11's related media stories peaked in the days immediately surrounding the anniversary date and then dropped off rapidly in the weeks thereafter. 2001911110, 9/11's. Surveys conducted during those times asked citizens to choose 2 especially important events from the past 70 years. 70. 2 weeks prior to the anniversary, before the media blitz began, about 30% of respondents named 9/11's. 2-309/11. But as the anniversary drew closer, and the media treatment intensified, survey respondents started identifying 9/11's in increasing numbers to a high of 65%. 9/11, 65. 2 weeks later, though, after reportage had decreased to earlier levels, once again only about 30% of the participants placed it among their 2 especially important events of the past 70 years. 2-3070. Clearly, the amount of news coverage can make a big difference in the perceived significance of an issue among observers as they are exposed to the coverage. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC. Day 12, Number 3. We're often told that newborns and infants are comforted by rocking because this motion is similar to what they experienced in the womb, and that they must take comfort in this familiar feeling. This may be true. However, to date there are no convincing data that demonstrate a significant relationship between the amount of time a mother moves during pregnancy and her newborn's response to rocking. Just as likely is the idea that newborns come to associate gentle rocking with being fed. Parents understand that rocking quiets a newborn, and they very often provide gentle, repetitive movement during feeding. Since the appearance of food is a primary reinforcer, newborns may acquire a fondness for motion because they have been conditioned through a process of associative learning. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC. Day 12, Number 4. Mirrors and other smooth, shiny surfaces reflect light. We see reflections from such surfaces because the rays of light form an image on the retina of our eyes. Such images are always reversed. Look at yourself in a mirror, wink your right eye and your left eye seems to wink back at you. You can use a mirror to send a coded message to a friend. Stand a mirror upright on the table, so that a piece of paper on the table can be clearly seen in the mirror. Now write a message that looks right when you look in the mirror. Keep your eyes on the reflected image while you are writing and not on your paper. After a little practice, it will be easier to write backwards. When your friend receives such a message, he will be able to read it by holding the paper up to a mirror. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC. Day 12, Number 5. Reciprocity can be explored in captivity by handing one chimpanzee a large amount of food, such as a watermelon or leafy branch, and then observing what follows. The owner will be center stage, with a group of others around him or her, soon to be followed by newly formed groups around those who obtained a sizable share, until all food has been distributed. Beggars may complain and cry, but aggressive conflicts are rare. The few times that they do occur, it is the possessor who tries to make someone leave the circle. She will hit them over their head with her branch or bark at them in a high-pitched voice until they leave her alone. Whatever their rank, possessors control the food flow. Once chimpanzees enter reciprocity mode, their social rank no longer matters. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC. Day 12, Number 6. Although it is obvious that part of our assessment of food is its visual appearance, it is perhaps surprising how visual input can override taste and smell. People find it very difficult to correctly identify fruit-flavored drinks if the color is wrong, for instance an orange drink that is colored green. Perhaps even more striking is the experience of wine tasters. One study of Bordeaux University students of wine and winemaking revealed that they chose tasting notes appropriate for red wines, such as prune and chocolate, when they were given white wine colored with a red dye. Bordeaux University. Experienced New Zealand wine experts were similarly tricked into thinking that the white wine Chardonnay was in fact a red wine, when it had been colored with a red dye. Chardonnay. Day 13. MTC. Good job.